So today we're making an open-ended calzone.
Yeah, and so we start off with the pizza dough, which I made in the bread machine, and the recipe for that is in our video for Papa Gino's pizza. It's the same dough that I explained how to make it. And I just have this, I stretched it out to about 9 by 9 square and then put it on the pan in kind of like a diamond shape. And there's a reason for that. You'll see later on why it's kind of a odd shape. So I was starting out with some Genoa salami, and the first layer, I'm just going to add 4 slices of that to the bottom. And the first time I made this, I used all pepperoni, and we decided to try it with salami and pepperoni this time, and just to change it up a little. So now we have the tomato sauce that my husband made from crushed tomatoes, and that's homemade. So we're just going to add a few spoonfuls of that, just spread it around, and just kind of add to the layers here. We have this shredded cheddar cheese, and just going to add a few handfuls of that just to cover this layer. Now I have some pepperoni, and I'm just going to add 4 slices of that also. And these are the large, obviously the large deli style slices. And then I have some provolone cheese. And then add a little bit more sauce, a few more spoonfuls. And Italian seasoning for some flavor, just to add some seasoning. I'm making my mouth water watching this again. Okay. And now I have some grated Parmesan cheese. And this is my own recipe. You can add anything you like if you like different spices, or if you like garlic. We don't eat garlic, so if you want to add garlic powder to it, you can. And then some banana peppers. And this is just to add a little more flavor. I have these, I sliced them on a plate in half so they're not full rings. They're just sliced in half, and just sprinkle those over the top. So that's all the layers, and I'm just going to fold this over in half, and we leave the ends open for a couple of reasons. It cooks more evenly, and also it's easier for it to cool off, so you can kind of eat the ends a little quicker, because it takes a long time for it to cool off if it's totally closed up. So I have the oven preheated to 375, and I'm just going to take some olive oil and just sprinkle that over the top just a little bit, so I can add some more seasoning and it will stick to it. And it also helps it brown up a little bit. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more Italian seasoning, and then I'll be ready to go into the oven. And like I said, I have the oven preheated to 375, and we're gonna put that in for 18 to 20 minutes. I ended up cooking mine for 18 minutes. So it's all done, and I'm ready to take it out. Cooked up nice and evenly. All that cheese is melted. The dough is not as brown as the last time, but I checked underneath to make sure it was brown, and it was. It's fully cooked. So I'm just going to slice it in half, and then eventually once it cooled down a little bit, I sliced it into 4 pieces, so we can each have 2.
Right, we each have half.
Each have half.
So this just smells so wonderful, cooking, and my gorgeous wife, she always goes a little rogue with recipes. So there's 3 things about this that are different than a regular calzone.
Yeah.
One, you cook it open-ended, which they'll see that on,
Yeah.
seen that on camera. You add tomato sauce in the calzone, which
Right.
I think is fantastic. And there's some banana pepper.
But I also don't add ricotta cheese.
Oh, yes.
And
No
say
ricotta.
calzones call for ricotta cheese, and we don't use that. So,
Yeah, no.
but I like the open on the end because it helps to cool it off. Because when you do it all closed, it's like you can't eat it for like a half an hour because it's so hot. You know?
And what about, does it also help the bread cook a little better, I think, or? No?
Yeah, strombolis roll up, and I didn't want to have dough in the middle because I was afraid that it wouldn't cook all the way. So that's why I didn't roll it up. It's kind of open faced.
So this is kind of like a half stromboli, half cannoli, half
Calzone.
calzone. Mm. Very good. Mm. Mm. We got some sauce for dipping.
Mhm.
And the sauce is mine.
Yeah, you made that. Yeah, it's good. The first
Yeah.
time I made it with all pepperoni, and this time we used some salami and some pepperoni.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different.
A little thicker, a
You
little
can change
mundy.
it up. You could add ham if you want, whatever you'd like.
Okay, thanks for watching. Take
Thanks for
care.
watching. Enjoy.